Okay, so uh, good evening. Thank you for coming to our presentation. We are Group 2, and today we want to uh, present about a case study about Toyota and our research about their organizational behavior problems. So, firstly, I want to introduce my group members. We have 5 members: Chu Văn Hào, Hoàng Thảo Anh, Nguyễn Thị Bảo Nhi, Trần Hoàng Nam, và Nguyễn Anh Kiều. And our presentation today will cover 6 main parts. Firstly, is about Toyota Vietnam. Next is cultural conflict. The third one is lack of specific reward programs. The fourth is lack of specific communications. And the last one, we will talk about autocratic leadership styles. And at the beginning, I want to introduce some basic information about Toyota Vietnam. Toyota Vietnam is located in Vĩnh Phúc. It's a leading automotive manufacturers and a key players in Vietnam automobile industries. It established in 1995, and the company is a subsidiary of Toyota Motor Corporations, one of the biggest Japanese car makers. And Toyota Vietnam has played a significant role in developing the local automotive sectors, and it also contributes to economic growth and job creation. The the plant in Vĩnh Phúc is equipped modern productions that follows Toyota global standard for quality and efficiency. And the company produced a wide range of vehicles, including a lot of popular models such as Camry or Fortuner, catering to the growing demand for high quality cars in Vietnam. Toyota Vietnam is also committed to environmental sustainability, actively engaging in corporate social responsibilities activities and promoting eco-friendly practice in its operations. And through its dedications to quality, customer satisfaction, and community engagement, Toyota Vietnam contributes to strengthen its positions as a trust and reliable automobile brand in the countries. So now, uh, sorry, I mean, in our presentation, uh, sorry, in our report, we identify 4 main programs present in Toyota Vietnam. Firstly is cultural integration challenge. Second is lack of specific reward programs. Thirdly is lack of specific communications. And the last one is authoritarian leadership style. So now we will continue with the next part. We'll present by Thảo Anh about cultural integration challenges.
Um, Anh Hào. Hi everyone, my name is Thảo Anh, and now I would like to talk about culture conflict. Yes, well, I get the information from the interview. There are three main conflict in Toyota side. The first one is misunderstanding due to cultural difference. You know, employee come from a lot of different area, particularly in this situation is between Japan and Vietnam. Employee often misinterpret each other communication style and values, leading to conflict. The second is lack of cultural awareness. Employee may not fully understand or appreciate the cultural norm or their colleague, leading to misaligned expectation and collaboration challenge. And the last one is barrier to teamwork. Cultural barrier create distrust and hinder effective collaboration, impacting overall team performance. And now I will come to solution. Yeah, AI learned from the class MGT4472. I could like to say the solution one is cross-cultural training. Hey, beyond cross-cultural training, conflict management theory, which emphasize the importance of understanding and manage cultural difference to reduce conflict. The solution will help reduce misunderstanding by improve employee understanding of different cultural values and communication style. I have some like activity for complete like to like organize for employees to do during like working periods. The first is maybe training section focus on cultural awareness and conflict resolution. The second is socialization activity like team building exercise or informal gathering to reinforce training. As result, increase mutual respect, trust, and collaboration among employees and from different cultural backgrounds. And now turn to solution two. Yeah, today I would like to talk about mentorship program. Based on social learning theory, in the workplace, the theory suggests that employees can learn effective cross-cultural communication by observing and interacting with, like experience. Yeah, mentor. Sorry, can you yeah, thank you. This solution can guide employees to cultural integration by pairing them with experienced mentor. Yes, and as a result, we can enhance teamwork, reduce misunderstanding, and smoother cultural integration within the organization. Thank you. And next slide, please. And now we will come to conclusion and evaluation. Um, well, conclusion, the combined approach of cross-cultural training and mentorship provide both theoretical knowledge and practical experience, making it a strong solution for enhancing cultural integration. Therefore, the cultural conflict will reduce significantly. And however, yes, any solution they also have benefit and drawback. And now I will talk about the benefit is comprehensive approach that address both learning and application, fostering an inclusive and cohesive work environment. But how about drawback? It requires significant time, resource, and commitment from all participants. So thank you. This is my presentation, and next is the part of me.
Thank you, Thảo Anh, for very clearly the problem and the solution related to the cultural conflict. And now I will give you some information about the lack of specific reward program is my task. Uh, According to interview, employee feel unmotivated and start losing the interest in their work. The main reason was the absence of clear reward programs and a lack of connection between the daily life, daily task, and the company long-term goals. This result is low the motivation and the poor performance from the employees. And addressing the low motivation issue is very essential because it directly affects the organization's success and ability to thrive. When employee lack of motivation, the productivity drops, leading to poor work quality and inability meet the keyword goals. And moreover, when current employees aren't committed, it weakens the company culture, making it hard for the organizations to remain stable and grow over time. And this next slide is the solution. Is the first solutions based on the Hesberg to factor theory. Is the recognition and reward program. And according to the Herbert to factor theory, recognition is a powerful motivator that can significantly enhance job satisfaction and encourage the higher performance. By introducing regular recognitions such as the monthly rewards, the company can create an environment where employees feel valued and appreciated. Recognizing an employee's outstanding contribution to a project during the company-wide meeting not only boosts that individual morale, but also set a positive example for others. Moreover, tying reward directly to specific achievement to behavior, the actions that align with the company goals, fostering a culture of the excellence and accountability. We come to the solution to the customizations is based on the expectancy theory. Yeah, and I will give you some a summary to in a way that you guys can easy to understand about this theory. A balance in expectancy theories is one of the critical factors affecting employee motivation is the balance component of expectancy theory, which refers to the perceived value of the reward offered by the organizations. The organization can focus on customizing reward to align with individual employee needs and preference. The organizations can regularly conduct the surveys or the whole discussions with the employee to understand that they do in their work environment. Based on this feedback, the company can offer a diverse range of reward options, allowing employees to choose that what best suits their personal goals. For example, some employees might prefer the financial reward like bonuses, while others might appreciate the non-monetary incentives such as the additional time off, flexible work arrangement, or opportunities for the professional growth. By providing a menu of reward options, the organization ensures that every employee can find something that resonates with them, thus enhancing their motivation to perform well. This approach not only increases the job satisfaction but also strengthens the bond between the employee and the organizations as they feel their individual needs are recognized and valued. These customizations of reward can lead to a more motivated and productive workforce. And now I will give you some challenges of these solutions. One significant obstacle could be resistance from the managers, who might bewilder the program as an additional cost without the immediate returns. Additionally, customizing reward based on the individual preference could be logistically complex and time-consuming, potentially leading to inconsistencies or perceived unfairness among the employee. Unintended consequences might include the employee becoming overly focused on receiving reward which could lead to an unhealthy competition or a decline in intrinsic motivations. Next slide, please. So, to effectively communicate this situation and overcome resistance, it's essential to present data-driven evidence showing the long-term benefit of such a program, including improved employee morale, productivity, and retention. Engaging in open dialogue with key stakeholders, addressing the concerns and demonstrating how the program aligns with the Toyota strategic goal will be crucial. Additionally, highlighting the program in a specific department could have illustrate its effectiveness and gather feedback to refine the approach before the full-scale rollout. That's all of my part. The next part is presented by my partner, Trần Hoàng Nam, about the lack of specific communication.
So now we're going to move to lack of specific communications. First things we have to understand about the reasons. So the main cause varies. So because the absence of clear reward programs and lack of connection between a daily task and the company long-term goals. But before that, so the employees become less understandings about what purpose of the organizations. That lead to some employees feels unmotivated or lose interest in their work, or leading to which will leading to poor performance. So we have to understand the impact. Can you next slide, please? So because of that, the cause gonna damage to organization is huge. So the first one is the employees' lack of motivations, which their productivity gonna drop and leading to poor work qualities and inability to meet their key goals. The second one is current employees uncommitted. Well, because of that, so the rate of dropout is kind of high. So it's weakened the company cultures, risking it's hard for organization to remain stable and grow during the times. And by ensure all of the departments are effective communications in workplace, we have to reduce the miscommunications and boost the productivities. Or we have to learn some error preventions, creativities, or team buildings. So now we're going to move to some solutions that I think that quite important. So the first one is the crucial ones. That is the enhance the whitened communication. So the first one is we have to adopt the standardized whitened communication practice. Whitened communications can be powerful tools to address this lack of specific communications. It can provide a permanent record. Whitened communication ensure the clarities and allow team members to refer back to the important details, which will reduce the likelihood of misunderstandings. Toyota Vietnam should implement the standardized whitened communications practice, where all of the projects related information such as goals, deadlines, or responsibilities is crucial. This could include details project like email summarize after meetings, clearly documents action terms. Moreover, developing white communication guideline can cover the structures of documents, the levels of details required, and the expectations of repose times. This will ensure all of the communications are clear, concise, and specific. Utilizing the project management tool like Microsoft Teams, what we are doing right now, and we'll further add in documents like tracking updates, beacons or task management deadlines, ensuring that everyone is on the same page and can effectively track the process. So, however, there are several challenges, and we have some strategy to overcome it. So, next slide. So the very first thing we have is resistant to change. With that, we have our strategy is providing a trainings and reinforcement in order to ensure the adherence to new communication practice. The second one is information overload. When you got too much information, right? The managers, the boss, the orders, right? So what we suggest here is that we have to manage and prioritize the communication between the prevents to not be overwhelming about the informations. They have to be managed and priority which one is more important and what time to solve what task. So thank you. Now we're going to move to next problems. We're going to presentation by my friends. Go. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nam. And now I will be presenting my research findings on the autocratic leadership style currently observed at Toyota Vietnam and how its impact in the company's work environment. First, based on our surveys and interviews, we've identified several significant impacts on the autocratic leadership approach at Toyota Vietnam. Firstly, there's considerable staff in discontent and burnout. Our data suggests this stem from the top-down decision-making process and the high-pressure environment it creates. Furthermore, our research indicates that employees are often required to work overtime without proper appreciation. This lack of recognition for extra effort appears to demotivating and is linked to discrete job satisfaction among the workforce. Lastly, we'll observe the emergency of a blame culture. Surveys response show that when mistakes occur, they are often attributed to staff without addressing underlying systemic issue. These not only demoralize the team, but also seems to hinder meaningful improvement in the organization. So let's move to the challenge and strategy. Um, to address these issues, our research suggests implementing the leader-member exchange theory, or LMX, as we learned. This approach could potentially transform how managers interact with their employees at Toyota Vietnam. LMX theory emphasizes building strong, individualized relationship between managers and employees. Our study indicates that this could foster trust, mutual respect, and recognition elements that appear to critical for motivation and job satisfaction. Implementing LMX at Toyota Vietnam would likely require a significant shift in their leadership approach. Based on how our observations, they would need to move from transactional relationship to one that's more relational and collaborative. So let me give you some key actions about the this. Let, next slide, please. So our research suggests several key actions that Toyota Vietnam could take into implement LMX. First, uh, I think introducing frequent one-on-one meetings between managers and employees. These shouldn't just be about work tasks, but provide a space where employee can express their ideas, concerns, and aspirations. Secondly, manager could provide more customized support by understanding each employee's unique needs and challenge. They could offer tailored assistance, and that may may likely to be more effective than the current approach. Lastly, we recommended revamping their recognition programs instead of generic company-wide initiative. They could focus on acknowledging specific achievements that align with organizational goals. Our findings suggest that public recognition could reinforce positive behavior and motivate others. So, describe a little bit about challenge and strategies of these theory. Our study also identified potential challenges in implementing LMX at Toyota Vietnam. We anticipate some resistance to challenge, particularly from managers accustomed to the autocratic style. First, to address this, we suggest clearly communicating the long-term benefits of LMX. These include increasing job satisfaction, lower turnover rate, and improved overall performance. We've included case studies and statistics in our report that demonstrate the effectiveness of LMX. Another challenge our research highlighted is the perception of that LMX requires significant time and effort. To mitigate this, we propose that Toyota Vietnam could pilot the approach in select departments, provide comprehensive training, and ensure open communication channels to ease the transition. So, in conclusion, next slide, please. Uh, in conclusion, while our research indicate that implementing LMX and Toyota Vietnam would present some challenge, the potential benefits appears to outweigh the difficulties by fostering stronger, uh, more personalized relationship between managers and employees. Toyota Vietnam could potentially create a work environment that's not just more productive but also fulfilling for everyone involved. Um, in our opinion, this transition wouldn't happen overnight, but with commitment and persistence, they could transform the workplace culture and potentially set a new standards for leadership in their industry. So, thank you for the attention. Mm, this is the end of our presentation. Thank you. Alo, alo. Sao đấy, sao đấy?